We humans are animals related to other non-human animals. Our buffaloes, our cows, our sheep, our goats, the earthworms, the soil organisms, our gut microbiome. This we know, that most disease is a result of destroying the balance in ecosystems, in our gut, in the diet that we're feeding. A disease epidemic has spread worldwide because of industrial agriculture. The solution to the diseases of the industrial system is ecological systems, agroecological systems, regenerative systems, and a worldview that recognizes that we are part of an earth family. Animals are not objects to be either manipulated or pushed to extinction. This is an ecocide where animals are being killed. And the idea that 140,000 buffaloes must go, 200,000 Irish cows must go, 1 million sheep must go, most of the farmers of the world should go. This is what the United States is already planning for climate change. They want an end to farming to pretend to solve the climate problem, when 50% of the climate problem is industrial food and industrial agriculture. Stop industrialism, stop extermination, and the climate problem will be solved, the disease problem will be solved, the biodiversity extinction will be solved, and good quality food like buffalo mozzarella will be protected. Buffalo mozzarella is like the salt issue in our freedom movement. When the British tried to monopolize salt, and they are trying to monopolize the food system by getting rid of real food, real farmers, and make everything factory-produced, lab food, fake food, Gandhi walked to the beach and said, nature gives it for free, the salt. We need it for our survival. We will continue to make salt. We will not obey your laws. And that salt satyagraha is what started to bring the British Empire down. We have to bring down the fake food industrial empire of industrial agriculture and industrial food, which now wants a post-food world, farming without farmers, food without farms. The buffalo and the mozzarella gift that the buffalo gives us is like the salt in 1938. It is time to say, nature's given us these amazing animals. The animals has given us this amazing food. The farmers have created this beautiful symbiosis and relationship with animals. Extermination of farmers and animals is an ecocide and a genocide. I stand with the animals, I stand with the farmers. We are part of one earth family. We, as farmers and food producers of the world, will defeat this empire like we defeated the British Empire. Food is at the center of the new empire building. Freedom is at the center of the new freedom.
Thank you for your, lovely words about our environment, our farms, and especially for your love of, all is around us. And I have just 2 questions. And the first is, the Campania region claims that the model to follow is the Bavarian stables. And to achieve this goal, it has imposed on farmers to keep the animals. We're talking about wild animals accustomed to grazing in natural environments. So I was saying to keep the animals in cemented structures to prevent bacteria such as BRC and TBC from coming into contact with the herds. You, who speaks about agroecological conversion, what do you think of the direction taken by the Campania region?
That putting animals into cement, creating factory farms, is where diseases begin. All zoonotic diseases have been amplified by the industrial system. When the animals graze, they eat natural food, they have immunity. The idea that every bacteria and every virus will kill us is a very false idea, because we and the animals are walking biomes and walking biomes. We are full of viruses and bacteria. It's when we destroy the balance and one starts to become dominant, exactly like there are insects in all our fields. Insects do not cause damage to our food and our plants. When we grow a monoculture, or we spray pesticides, or we grow GMOs, then we get pests. Insects become pests. Bacteria, which are healthy, which are necessary, become infectious diseases. This mechanistic model of science is an obsolete, outmoded science. We know organisms are self-organized. Health of organisms is based on the harmony and balance of multiple organisms within them, like the bacteria themselves. And free range animals have much less disease. Otherwise, the bison in the prairies would have been popping dead everywhere. The cows of ancient India, whom we hold sacred, would have been dying everywhere. Why has the disease epidemic come with the industrial age? Why has our food become such a big source of both infectious diseases and chronic diseases? I don't just condemn this policy as unscientific and obsolete, that hasn't looked at the world's experience. I also treat it as undemocratic. Because those who have taken care of buffaloes over centuries know how to take care of their health. They have knowledge. They are the ultimate experts. And they should be the ones consulted about how do you reduce and prevent these diseases. That's why I welcome a participatory plan the farmers are making. The second reason I think it's undemocratic is because it fits totally into the global dictatorship over our food, which is kill the farmers, kill the animals. When without animals and without farmers, we don't have real food. We have disease-creating food. The same system that is causing disease among animals is causing disease among humans. 75% of the chronic diseases come from an industrial food system. So I would say to the government, go back and do your homework and do it with the farmers sharing their experience and their planning. That is democracy. We need a food democracy where the animals, the farmers, the biodiversity, the earth family have the full role, not the technocrats paid by big pharma and big food to destroy life on earth.
So the second question is regarding the quality of life for animals and the quality of the final product. The regulation for the production of buffalo mozzarella are becoming increasingly similar to an industrialized product, considering that the shelf life has gone from 4 days to 30 days of the product. What interest does the consumer have in preferring a product that is increasingly connected to the territory, that characteristics of the animal and its happy living conditions? Is there a link to be taken into account? And what do you think about it?
After all these decades of both working to create healthy, sustainable, just, good quality food systems through the movement Navdanya, I have realized that food is the currency of life. Food is what connects the earth to humans. Food is what connects the farmers to the consumer. It's in the interests of the earth that we do not create high energy, high chemical use, high pollution creating industrial food systems. The earth rights demand that we create local food systems. It's in the interests of the farmers to have local food sovereignty, to govern themselves on not just the seed issue, food processing issue, the quality issues. And it's definitely in the interest of consumers to eat real food. A buffalo mozzarella that will only be eaten fresh in 3 days is a higher quality mozzarella than a mozzarella that will sit like a mold 30 days now, then they'll increase it to 3 years, as the rotten food that they're spreading in the world, that is spreading disease everywhere. Food is no more food. Food has become responsible for 75% chronic diseases. And food is nutritionally empty, devoid of quality, full of toxics. What we need is real food, full of nourishment, full of taste, full of quality, full of identity of the territory, and full of the blessings the earth and the farmer bring us.
We are thinking to make an international campaign. With the title, "Do you like mozzarella?" So let's save the Mediterranean buffaloes. I ask your help. Will it be possible to count in your sustain?
Absolutely. My personal help, as well as the help of Nathania International. You know, when I visited Naples last year,
Okay.
I had been troubled by the fact that the Germans were making lab mozzarella.
Mm-hmm.
And I had told the people of Naples, defend your mozzarella.
Okay.
I didn't know the background of everything that you're saying. Now, I'd have added it. But we need real mozzarella, and we need mozzarella that comes from real buffaloes that are governing themselves, and the farmers are governing the farming system. Well, you know, what you're describing for Italy is the trend everywhere. And if the financial world, the BlackRocks, the Vanguards, the Mr. Bill Gates, the corporations have their way, there will be no farmers, there will be no animals. There will only be industrial manufacturing in lab systems with totally farming reduced to giant industrial systems run by the Bayers and the Monsantos. And that's why this fight for the farmers and fight for real food has to be a global fight, because it is a fight about life and death, about health and disease, about freedom and slavery.
Okay, thank you to Vandana Shiva. This is the mozzarella.
Thank you.
This is the mozzarella.
The
This
one
was
that lasts
was
3
made
days.
made
3 days
from
mozzarella.
the Regina dei Mazzone. Okay, the Queen of Mazzone.